Last season, the Revenants and the Juggernuts proved they belonged among the FGA's elite. Week after week they battled. Week after week they won. And while the season may not have ended the way they envisioned, great teams don't dwell on the past. They learn from it. They grow from it. And they come back stronger. Tonight, two contenders begin their journey once again. The Juggernuts have never lacked determination, never lacked toughness, never lacked belief. Leading the charge is Day of Fire 16. One of the most dangerous competitors the FGA has ever seen. A captain whose preparation, leadership, and competitive fire have made the Juggernuts a threat every time they step onto the battlefield. And this season, he has more weapons than ever. Joining the roster is Respawn, the Wonder Kid, the young veteran, a player whose talent has captured the attention of the entire league. Explosive potential, limitless upside, and the opportunity to become one of the defining stars of Season 3. Holding everything together is Duck Dynasty, the anchor, the foundation, the steady presence every championship contender needs. But the player who keeps the Juggernuts focused when the pressure rises and the stakes get higher! But standing across from them is a team equally hungry for greatness. The Revenants, led by Stanky Fangers, one of the league's most respected competitors. A captain determined to build upon last season's success and push his team even further when the games matter most. A leader who knows that every great season begins with a single step. Joining him is John from work, making his debut in Revenant's colors. Calm, composed, reliable. The type of player who never seems rattled no matter how intense the moment becomes. And then there's Goose Guy 20. One of last season's best stories. A fan favorite who grew stronger with every match, with every challenge, with every victory. Now he returns looking to carry that momentum into a brand new season. Both teams enter tonight with talent. Both teams enter tonight with expectations. Both teams enter tonight believing this could be their year. Because championships aren't won in a single night, but every championship journey starts somewhere. Every contender must take that first step. Every great season begins with a statement. The lights are shining. The crowd is ready. The anticipation is building. And somewhere in this arena, a team will begin building the season they've been dreaming about. Revenants. Juggernaut. Two contenders. One opportunity. And the first chapter of their new story begins tonight.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Frog Giggers Anonymous Season 3. I am Daddy Two Eyes, Commissioner of the FGA, Captain of the Samurai, and hottest player in the league. Yeah, I work out. Joining me in the booth is the man who knows a thing or two about winning. He is the captain of the reigning world champion Mythics, Red Rorschach. Red, thanks for being here.
Always a pleasure, Daddy. We're already already seen one great game this season, and now we're gonna get another on deck.
Are you okay?
I just had a stroke.
No big deal. Medical staff will take care of that right away. Now, we certainly do have a great game on deck here. The Revenants and Juggernuts are about to kick off their Season 3 campaigns, and I have a feeling that this one is going to be an absolute dogfight. Both teams have something to prove: new season, new rosters, and a chance to get off to the perfect start. These two teams have had an exceptional regular season campaign year over year, but fell off during the postseason last year. Red, have both these clubs addressed the issues that led to their early exits last season?
For the Juggernauts, it's simple. The championship window is wide open. Day of Fire 16 finally has the roster around him that many believe can get him over the hump. As for the Revenants, they attacked a different problem. Their goal this offseason was reliability, fewer mistakes, better communication, and more consistency when the pressure is highest.
All right, Red, we've talked about the storylines, but when you look at the Juggernauts, what are your keys to victory tonight?
First, stay calm. Don't let the moment get too big. Trust Day of Fire's calls and stick to the game plan. Second, oneness. This team is at its best when all three players are working together. Stay connected, communicate, and trust each other.
Now let's flip it over to the Revenants, Red. What do they need to do to come away with a win tonight?
Well, first, play with confidence. This is a talented roster and they can't be afraid to take initiative. Second, stay disciplined. Don't force unnecessary fights. Make the Juggernauts earn every round and capitalize when the opportunities come.
Well, we've broken down the matchups. We've talked about the keys to victory. Now it's time to hear from the leading men in these teams. We'll start with the captain of the Juggernauts, Day of Fire 16, as he looks to lead his new look roster into battle. Day, thanks for taking a few minutes to be with us.
Yeah, sure thing, brother.
Let's start with your roster. There was a lot of talk this offseason about finally putting the right pieces around you. How confident are you in this group heading into the opening night?
Oh, I'm super confident. I think the two that I've drafted this season just weren't used correctly in the previous two seasons. Their captains just didn't know how to handle them, and I think we'll see a complete new look out of both those guys.
Gotcha. Well, many people have been saying that they miss the old Trumbull. Any chance he hangs up the keyboard and switches back to the controller?
We've discussed it, and in fact, he is using controller today.
Ooh.
Hmm,
Last
big
one
change.
for you. This is the first chance for everyone to see what the Juggernauts are all about. What kind of statement are you hoping your team makes tonight?
I'm hoping for a 2-0 victory and to put fear in every other team in this league's uh, mind. That's our goal. That's our goal.
Dave, appreciate your time. Best of luck to you and the Juggernauts tonight.
All right, thank you.
And joining us now is the captain of the Revenants, Stanky Fangers. Stanky, thanks for taking the time to be with us.
Absolutely, boys. Thanks for having me.
You've added some new pieces to this roster. How have Goose Guy 20 and John from Work fit into the culture you're trying to build?
Honestly, good question. We're trying to have a decent culture shift from last season. Last season, we weren't really playing Siege or Rainbow the way it's supposed to be played. Um, Focusing more on, team deathmatch kind of gameplay. Whereas now I've drafted a nice strategic bunch of gentlemen that I feel I can direct to victory.
I have a follow up question on that. It's funny you say some of those specific words. Um, I have I have it here that you've been heard saying, and I quote, "Yeah, my draft strategy is get Maddie's sloppy seconds, motorboat sound." End quote. Now that you are league chaplain, do you really think that is appropriate?
Um, I mean, there are many ways we could approach that. It could be diced up a lot of different ways. Who's to say this hearsay of he said, she said? Who knows what really happened? I'm firm in my faith, moving forward. That's my motto. Emphasis on moving forward. What happened in the past is the past. And if a little motorboat action comes my way, who's not going to say blah, 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 you know?
Well, last question from us. Recently, we did talk about this just a second ago. Sorry, about you being the first league chaplain. Congrats on such a momentous achievement. Honestly, would you care to lead us in singing the FGA national anthem, please, and then follow that up with a quick prayer?
I appreciate the offer, but I feel like that would be distracting. The point of this is we're here to play Siege. Let's not bring politics or religion into it. Siege first, right now. All that later. Sound good? I'm not your little puppet, okay?
We're going to be talking to the financial officer about that.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Anything else? All right. Deuces.
Well, great stuff from both captains. You can hear the confidence in their voices. Both teams are locked in, and in just a few moments, they'll begin their Season 3 journey. But before the action gets underway, let's meet the 6 players who will be battling it out tonight. Here are your starting lineups for the Revenants and the Juggernuts.
Making their way to the arena first, representing the Juggernuts, your captain. A 3-year starter from the prestigious Brass Reminders Elite Academy of Sticker Tacticians. The face of the franchise, Day of Fire 16! And now, the pride of Solo Q State. A man who has survived more random teammates than any competitor in league history. The one, the only, Respawn! And finally, a graduate of Mrs. Walker's School for Tactical Insertions and Hard Breaching, a certified expert in making walls disappear, Duck Dynasty! Ladies and gentlemen, the Juggernuts! And now, making their way to the battlefield, a team built on grit, a team that refuses to stay buried, the Revenants! Leading them into battle, the captain, a graduate of the prestigious Red Rorschach University, a player whose opponents still wake up in cold sweats after seeing his name in the lobby. The one, the only, Stanky Fingers! And next, a man known throughout the league for his professionalism, his consistency, and his amazingly soft hands. The lead spokesman for Jurgens, John Favreau! And finally, a man whose journey has become the stuff of legend, recently released from the maximum security confines of Fruitzilla Penitentiary. After serving time for crimes the league still refuses to discuss, he returns tonight, hungry, focused, and ready for redemption! Sky 20! Together, they are the survivors! The fighters! Gentlemen, make some noise for the Revenants!
The stage is set. 6 players, 2 hungry teams, and 1 goal to begin Season 3 with a victory. So settle in, everybody. Opening round is next. Revenants, Juggernuts. Let's play some Rainbow!
All right, let's get this rolling.
Let's get them in here. Sending out invites to the teams. Now, interestingly enough, before we started, we had some time to spend with the captains, or I did, and got to see in a team deathmatch Day of Fire playing IQ, which I didn't think he knew existed.
Whoa.
Wonderful to see that in the game.
That is a good question. Revenants
The
on
solid gun.
defense first on Consulate.
Consulate is an interesting map choice. We don't see a lot of it in this league. It is not one of the preferred maps by many captains. So we'll see how this plays out. Teams are a little unbalanced at the moment. We need to get some good old respawn to switch teams. Or am I not seeing things right?
I think you were seeing them fine.
Okay.
All right, getting all clear.
Perfect. Let's get it rolling.
I did not prep my controller, so we're gonna go in.
Learning the controls blind. Yep, I'm in the same boat. Sorry for the viewing audience. Thankfully, you don't have to see my mess ups. Looks like Goose Guy has had some potential technical issues.
It's showing he's in here.
I think the striker ban makes it official. Yep.
Yep. So resetting. Always have to have at least one of these.
Couldn't possibly not. So who do you see as the? I know Vegas had the Juggernuts as a slight favorite in tonight's game. Who do you see coming out on top?
You know, it's hard to say. You know, we've had such a long hiatus of not a whole lot of Siege play. You know, so I think that it's going to be a really interesting match, just kind of seeing how everyone, you know, gels and how things kind of come together for these two teams. Yeah, I do think that it's going to be probably pretty tight, but I think I do kind of favor I think the books have it right with it having a slight edge to the Juggernauts.
Gotcha. I was actually leaning towards the Revenants myself. I think their team composition is very solid, especially considering we know who initially drafted them. It's traditionally a very strong contender and a great captain when it comes to scouting out talent. So I think we can trust in Froof to have made a solid couple of choices. Please hold while we get all of the players in the game. Looks like we have successfully done that. And have the all clear to start.
All right, Let's do this.
On my screen, it says house.
That is right when I.
This is just how Siege was meant to be played and how this tournament has always intended to be. I almost quit the desktop. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't get paid enough for this.
We do not.
We'll have to talk to the financial officer.
Alright, so I'm going to send out invites. Then I'm going to change the map. And then I'm going to change, or no, I don't need to change anything other than the map. Struggling now to start a game. Please wait to start a game session.
Is it saying you've done too many?
Yeah, possibly. It's I clicked in the playlist and it's stuck in the please wait starting game session.
Okay. Create online and then just ranked format.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I guess it just just loaded.
Then I'll let you do it. I'll allow it.
Yeah, I sent out a couple other invites.
I can send the rest.
I got John and Trumbull.
Let's see here.
John and Duck.
John, Steve.
I don't see Steve.
And I just sent him one. Or sorry, Respawn, pardon me, and Goose Guy, artist formerly known as Goose Guy. And let's get Consulate pulled up.
You always have to click past the map at least once.
It's like a USB port.
It really
have-
is. You gotta
have
try
to
it
turn
the
it at
right
least
way
3
first,
times.
Then back the wrong way, then the right way again.
Correct. The universal experience.
We are good for real this time. All right,
Looks like
maps looks good. Third time's a charm. And we're off.
so we saw a serious ban and a not so serious ban. What did we see the first time?
I saw nothing other than having to reset.
I see. Fenrir and
Dokkaebi.
Dokkaebi.
Isn't there a ban or a update with Dokkaebi kind of getting nerfed or something? Or is that
Yes.
in the future?
No, there is a nerf that the league was able to push out recently on my recommendations. We have decided that, honestly, this was all my idea, that we needed to have a little more time between phone calls. She's on her phone way too much. That lady is not focusing on the game. So we've extended her call time.
Attackers
And
need to locate and defuse
not
bombs.
only did we delay her from making too many phone calls in one day, or in one moment, we have also decided that the phones need to ring for a little bit longer. Sorry, got a little long-winded when I talk about my changes to the game.
Especially for an operator who's not going to be seeing this match.
Correct. She is completely irrelevant. Let me diatribe about it.
All right, so the operators that
seconds to
have been
insertion.
picked, John classically on
5
K
seconds to
for this
insertion.
map, for this
Classic.
site. I think that's a solid pick with Alejandro.
Attackers are moving out to
Thinking
locate a bomb and
interesting.
defuse it.
Whatever her name is, Aruni,
Oh, Rooney.
Aurora.
looks like the Juggernauts are planning on a backside push here. They have all 3 spawned in this, what I assume is the northeast side, but I don't actually have a compass rose on my map. But they have a soft breach on the wall and are droning out, making sure they're clear to enter. And as far as I can tell, it looks like they will not meet any resistance until they get to the stairs down here, to Spiral. And looks like Day of Fire does know that and has pushed up, with Duck Dynasty doing a good job of droning as quickly as possible. Oh, tried to EMP a drone. That's a rarely used feature on these bulletproof cameras. Something added a few years back. Day of Fire using his Soma charges on the A wall. Does put a lot of pressure on Goose Guy. Leaves him in a tough spot, but he does have the kind of weapon needed to take this battle on. Exploding drones coming out from respawn, trying to clear away a little utility and get a little bit more intel.
He almost got caught with his utility in his hand. Dave is a little ahead over the top of that. He's not careful. Oh, they're just missing each other right now. Oh,
John from work gets sniped on a very long angle. Stanky pushes up, try to assist, help hold this hallway with a pinch with Goose Guy here. Hard to say that one. His name does not show as Goose Guy anymore. Oh, things have stalled a little bit. A lot of damage coming out on both sides. Stanky gets one. Presumably decent headshot here, but they do know where he is. Was able to slip clean, leap through here, and Day of Fire might not have the tools required to get through this Aruni gate.
He does not. He's going to be forced through that door. They're going to be able to probably put a plant down in that room. And he's going to put
Plant
down
is going down.
He got the
Stanky
first
on the
hit.
flank,
seconds remaining.
and Day of Fire is on 1
so
HP.
Low. So low.
10 seconds left.
He's going to force
Planting
the
on a
plant down.
softball,
He's not
very
gonna be able to
dangerous.
shoot it, though. He's going to get the plant down for sure.
Attackers are activating the
come down
bomb
to
Plant
this.
diffuser.
is down, but the Stank Ace was always in the
Attackers
cards.
need to protect the diffuser.
Congratulations on
Position
anyone who had the over on that, thanks to Underfrog. Our proud
Defenders
sponsors.
disabled the diffuser. Bomb defusing attempt failed.
Like the
Defenders
overs
win.
hit a lot for it to be called Underdog. Underfrog, excuse me.
Excuse you, sir. Get the league branding correct. My goodness. Some minor smack talk in the chat. Don't know how the chaplain's going to handle that. He is trying to clean up his act, but this may ruffle his feathers a little bit more than he would like.
The Aurora Band.
Aurora Band is
smarter.
interesting. Bothered them
feel
more
like-
than I expected.
That definitely got in the way there. Like he was, if this was a different site, that could have definitely been more troublesome. I think. With him kind of being blocked out and him not having anything to really deal with it other than waiting for the time, because there's that time before you're able to open it.
Yeah. Yep. Thankfully, they prepared a lot of rotates and head holes, and he was actually able to use the Aurora gates as pretty good
Defenders,
sound
protect
baits.
your bombs from being defused by
to
attackers.
Really give the attackers no sense of comfort there.
Right, they're playing
Upstairs.
third floor or second.
Third floor is going to be a tricky site to hold. A lot of real estate to hold for just a 3-man team. Like Day of Fire and the Juggernauts are spawning on, what is this, admin side? What's this called again? Archive?
10 seconds
Office?
left before insertion.
Couldn't tell you. Doesn't matter.
5 seconds to
Unimportant.
go.
They're spawning over here. presuming you're looking at the same
Attackers
camera
must
as me.
locate and defuse a bomb.
Sure, we'll call that east side. And yep, they're all spawning together. Looks like they're playing a clump attack
Surrogate deployed. I'm reloading.
rather than
they all
a
push
2-1.
together, yeah.
2-1 was the dominant strategy in years past. We'll see how the league meta is shifting. Rule changes and all that always have some impact on how players play this game.
No hard bridge this time. Respawns has the responsibility with the diffuser.
Dayfire has pinged that they have a castle. They have good intel.
Entering consulate
Respawn
office.
entering in quickly, taken office. How will they proceed? Do they have? They do have breaching charges. Looks like both placeable and shootable.
Yeah,
Thanks to
placeable's
Ash,
sometimes hard for those castles. So
it can be very dangerous.
Shooting ones are going to be super important. They opened right in front of the hatch, so they ended up opening the hatch as well.
Can they
So
even walk across that?
They should be able to. It's just like they're gonna have to be careful. They're gonna have to watch their step.
Yep.
Sending out my drone.
Big Bertha might not be able to make it. Does skirt by, somehow not cracking the frame with her turret.
That was one of his
Track stingers in play.
long range
One breach
breaching,
charge.
and it was on
Does
barbed
get-
wire.
Track
Barbed
stingers
wire,
in
was
play.
there a castle on there as well?
Attackers have dropped the bomb
That's the
diffuser.
first down. John across the hall.
John with first blood. Great first
Attackers
kill
recovered the diffuser.
on respawn, shutting him down early. Stanky, hidden in the corner, ratting away, does pick on today. Now Duck is in a bad spot. They know exactly where he is. He does have lion scans to hold them in place, but he's got a very big uphill battle coming.
Yeah, he's got this hallway where Stanky's is looking down it, and then there's a doorway across it that he has to worry about. Like this is a tough spot. I'd rather him do what he's doing.
Gonna
try to
run
get-
straight into Goose though. A head-on gunfight. Oh,
Oh,
looks
no.
like Goose has stopped peeking the angle.
Camera's still up, but no one's dead to watch it.
And there it was. Cleaned it up.
Patience and heard the footsteps.
Excellent defensive hold. The attack,
It's 2 in a row.
I think the attack is struggling. They're allowing the Revenants to be too one-side focused, I believe.
Yeah, I think that definitely played a part in the second one. The first one, I think they handled it pretty well. Like,
Yes, I agree
their
with that.
attack was pretty solid. It just came apart at the end, and Stanky being able to kind of do his shoot and scoot tactics. You know, anytime he pulls the trigger on it, his gun, he's moving to a different spot.
Immediate relocation, correct.
Immediate relocation, exactly. Yeah, and I think that really got him that win.
He's so slippery, you'd think that John from work got a hold of him, but that Jurgens.
Oh, gross.
Attackers need to locate and
Just makes it to
defuse
where
as
you
many
can't
bombs
feel
as they
comfortable
can.
in any spot, and a lot of players can actually kind of freeze up a little bit, like when he pops out from here and then he's gone, and then you're like, okay, he could be here, he could be there, he could be over there. It's like almost one of the best things to do a lot of times is for you to now relocate. I know that it's like that transition
Calibrating air
can
compression.
be scary, but
Reloading. Cover
it is
me.
always better to where if he doesn't know where you're at, then that gives you a better chance to
Yep.
handle his shoot. They did open the hatch on this
10
site.
seconds
They
remaining.
have a mirror, but I'm guessing.
5 seconds
is
left
going to
before
stay
insertion.
Off site. Play this upstairs.
Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
I think he is starting strong. I would imagine that he does want to start intercepting people a little bit earlier here. Try to shorten these rounds up so they don't go the full length. Looks like the Juggernauts are potentially looking
Setting up
at
a
a
sequential
slightly
Wall fortified.
spread out push this
Securing
time.
door.
Oh, I take it back.
Loading
They're
full magazine.
right next to each other now.
So this is the
Keep it
point piece
deployed.
on this
I'm on
attack,
guard.
is they are taking upstairs, and they look like they have a very distinctive plan to put some punishment
see
on
me?
site
No, you won't.
with this lineup of Fuse and Ram. So
Correct. If they can
it
get
really comes down
upstairs
to they're
control.
going to have to force either Stanky out of there or kill him.
Reloading!
Get that accomplished, I think they can really do a lot of damage in this round.
And Stanky has been droned. They know he's here. He's pushing straight into respawn.
And there it is.
And
They have up top
Respawn
control.
just-
They just don't know yet.
imagine they do, but they will carefully scope things out.
A bomb has been located.
And now I think what they need to do is send Day of Fire needs to make the call to go. Oh, and you know what? Take it back. He's already done it. They need to take downstairs and wait for Fuse and Ram to flush these out of sight and make them uncomfortable. But Fuse is still on the ground level with Day of Fire, which not making the best use of his utility here.
No, it's not. It looks like he's going to head up that way, but he's not
No, he is
probably
not,
gonna
but-
need to use all of them.
Respawn getting John from work through the hatch. Nice angle there.
Reload.
No drones out. They don't know where Goose Guy is, and nobody's wanting to get honked on this early in the game.
Yeah. Oh man, he's looking pretty jumpy right now.
He has been droned. They know where he's at. Now they have to just find a way to pinch him and not make this one-on-ones. Plant going down with coverage from Jug.
Oh, there was just too many angles, too many guys to shoot at.
Covered through the hatch. Otherwise, old Ducky was in a bad spot there, going toe-to-toe with a mirror window there.
I think that was good for the Juggernuts, for them to take a win on an attack.
Yes, they needed that.
They didn't
But what
need
they need more is Day of Fire to wake up. Sitting here with 1 kill, 3 rounds in, that's not going to get the job done for his team.
that. Yeah,
Respawn picking up the slack, but how long can he keep that up?
yeah, and I think that to me, Day of Fire's strength is definitely on his defense, not so much on his attack. But I think Stanky's just playing solid, and I think that was really the key.
Defenders, protect your bombs
to
from
their
being
wins.
defused by attackers.
He went 4-0 until that last round where he walked into Respawn's
Attackers have located a bomb.
LMG.
Walked into an LMG unready. So, interesting choice here to not bring any wall denial. Just saying you can have it, and we'll fight you on the inside. Also
It'll be
interesting
if
to
they
see.
take a wall.
Yeah, looks like they have actually
Swap it
just
off.
switched off the hard breacher, and they were going to. It looks like they're switching off what I was thinking was going to be very interesting, which would
10
be the
seconds
snake.
remaining.
I believe Solid Snake would be brutal in a 3v3 format.
5 seconds left.
And those picks are locked in. They
Attackers
have
are heading
switched
out to defuse a
off.
bomb.
A lot of
There
soft
is
breach. A
lot of soft breach.
Device primed. Keep an eye
No
out.
hard breach. And Revenants have elected to start on this northwest side of the map. And looks like making a very quick entry here with 2 Juggernauts upstairs.
Yeah, 2 upstairs.
They might be able to catch somebody.
And they're going to be playing this super odd. They're opening hatch and they're playing this upstairs. This Revenants team is
Ron and Day of
super
Fire trading
aggressive.
blows. Day of Fire takes 60 damage to an angle he wasn't ready because they took too long in their setup. They've droned out the 2 players upstairs. They know at least one of them is up here. And just like that,
They're going to push
John from
downstairs.
work is pushing sight.
They
Everyone
hit
is
a-
pushing
They
sight
hit
there.
a Claymore going down around it. So both of them took half damage.
Oh, that's brutal. Looks like they've elected to shoot for A.
Respawn might pick up one here. Nope, the Stanky reacted quick enough to not go down to that. But they pretty much have sight. They have sight. They just have to worry about the hatch. But A is
Hatch
theirs.
makes that. Hatch makes yellow door inaccessible entirely. John has to regroup with his team. He has to go up and around and back to Spiral. This is not going to be an entry that he can safely take with Duck sitting on hatch.
See if I can
Meanwhile, Day of Fire creeps behind him on the flank. This is going to be a Day of Fire kill in about 4 seconds because John is thoroughly distracted. Oh, he pushes in.
He's pushing
Made it into sight.
And there's the Claymore. A Day of Fire's done. And the
Day of
hatch drop
Fire.
from Duck
Attackers
is done.
activating
Gets shut
diffuser.
down too.
And Goose
Goose is trying to do
on
a
the
flank
loose.
on respawn, but he just forces him to Stanky.
Wow, what an excellent attack from the Revenants. They saw the weakness in the plan and changed their line of approach. They barely used their soft breach utility.
They use their soft breach a ton. They opened up the wall.
Oh, I didn't see that.
They opened up the wall from that office area into A to switch it up, but they also did the window quick. Like, they were super aggressive going in. Like, they had a plan. It was like, we're going to be very aggressive. We're going to get in the building quick and put pressure on very quickly. They did that, but then they pivoted quick. Like, okay, the upstairs is taken. There's 2 guys up here. We're heading downstairs quick. And that, other than taking the cap can hit, they really were able to really take the advantage with that.
They were.
I like the idea of the defense. It just, the A site is the big weak point to that. And
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
And they were too slow setting up.
Yeah.
Day of Fire took a ton of damage
Attackers
early. It
discovered
didn't
the
end up
location
being
of a bomb.
consequential, but he was 2 shots from the very beginning, and honestly should have died to John from work within the first 15 seconds of the round.
Yeah.
We'll see if their setup's any
Interesting.
quicker.
Oh, they're definitely switching up their tactics, not going for this upstairs hold, and switching back into, we're going into a more standard,
10 seconds
or what
remaining.
you would assume, play from this group, where
5 seconds
Respawn
remaining.
and Duck is going to be playing sight, and Day of Fire is going to be
Attackers are moving to
ahead
defuse a
of
bomb.
We'll see how this plays out for them.
Day of Fire opening the hatch to the single wall, but looks like it's unlikely that the Revenants will be making any use of that.
They're going upstairs all the way to the second floor at Yellow, and that's Goose and Stanky, and then John is heading up that way as well. We're
Do we
still calling
think
him
it's
Goose.
possible they did not find the
Oh,
site?
the site? Oh. Maybe, I guess. They're
Could
coming
they
in
be
quick
unprepared?
on Yellow. It doesn't seem like
No.
it. They put down a claymore on that way for a flank, and then they're heading top down. They're going all the way
Heading
down.
down Yellow, all 3 of them. That does leave things a little bit on the dicey side. Everyone in one pot here.
This is going to get pretty crowded. Stanky's looking. He's on the hunt a little. At least for...
Waiting. Yep. He's not forcing the engagement. He's waiting until his time is right.
No, they heard the explosion, but they probably didn't know for sure what that was for.
I think there was a drone right below it. Probably saw a hatch getting open. Looks like John from work and Goose is Cav.
That is what they're trying to do, yep. And Stanky and Day of Fire almost ran into each other, but then Stanky turned around, and now they're about to run into each other again.
They have the pinch on him. They probably are aware of it, but Day of Fire has wasted 2 full minutes of clock time here.
What? That was bizarre.
This is a interesting turn of events. Day of Fire now going for the flank down Spiral. Could catch Alex Q,
Cat and
Mr.
mouse
Goose.
game. Oh my goodness, this cat and mouse game is insane. And the silencer making it to where you don't see the ping, or you don't see the marker for where you're getting shot from.
And
So
now
you
he's
hear the
and
shot,
now he's
but you don't know where
retreated
it's at.
and going back down Yellow. Meanwhile, the attack has taken down Spiral, but the diffuser goes down. Duck Giant
15 seconds
might not
remaining.
know that he's
Fire.
that
Attackers recover the diffuser. 10
they
seconds
have
to go.
downed him. And Dayfire going back for a flank down
5
Spiral.
seconds remaining.
Respawn does finish off the Goose. And
Operators, you are
Because
out of
ran
time.
out of time. They got forced into that door. Couldn't clear the room properly. Duck's just hiding behind that file cabinet or whatever it was. It was just gunning Stanky in the back. I mean, brought him down to like
what
2
we
health.
saw there was the pure benefit of
Yeah, trying to hunt a roamer for too long.
a dangerous roamer who
Yeah.
was not interested in taking dangerous fights.
Yeah.
He played his cards. He took his 2 shots at a Goose, and when he saw that he would have to hold an angle as Cav, he bounced. That was a master class in wasting time.
Yeah, and kudos also to his 2 anchors because they did. I mean, they didn't get too antsy. They didn't try to push anything. They played angles. They played safe. They didn't give
Yes.
any openings. I think that's a big piece too, because the attackers did push down the staircases on 2 different occasions and
Mhm.
didn't commit because they didn't see anything. They didn't see any openings with that hold. So that's also, I think, super important.
And that is an underrated skill
Attackers need to locate and
as a
defuse as
anchor
many
is
bombs as they can.
patience. It is a very tricky thing to accomplish, to sit there and say, I'm not going to give you anything.
So great round, great defense. They definitely needed that after losing the first defense. So they're going upstairs now. How do you feel about this? I know that you kind of said in this last
At the
one
razor shell.
it being really open.
It
Do you
is
like
open, and this
piano
was
better?
the one location that the Juggernauts
10
ended up
seconds left
winning.
before
No, they won
insertion.
downstairs. I'm wrong.
Yeah, they won
They
too.
got absolutely smacked up here.
5 seconds to go.
I prefer this is the next best site, I think, but
Attacker's
it is
objective is to
it
locate
is
a bomb
tricky
and defuse
site
it.
to hold, in my opinion.
The Juggernuts just got smacked here when they attacked it. Yeah, it's tough. I think I do agree. It's a tough site to hold, especially in 3v3s.
Moving!
So open, but
Yep.
I
Dayfire
love the
roaming as
alternative.
Doc. We do get to see the solid snake pick that we've been teased about for the last couple of rounds. I think that is a very a powerful pick to be able to check your surroundings very quickly and say, yep, I'm safe. And just like that, they've pushed almost all the way up yellow. Steve does seem to be aware that they are close by and does start burning them out. That is
The fire
excellent
is
use of
going to
utility.
Yeah, it's gonna be so nice. Because, I mean, all 3 of them stuck on the staircase for like several
Mhm.
seconds.
Stanky did have the sidearm shotgun to get them out of dodge, which is going to come in clutch. It's going to give them a second avenue of attack here because they were absolutely all stuck there, like you were saying. Dayfire does get seen by the snake.
Alright, I'm gonna see
Bomb located
there,
by
right
attackers.
Here. That's not what I wanted. That's also not what I wanted.
Respawning Goose very close to having an interaction. John from work not paying attention, does get toasted.
But gets picked up by John. And
Dayfire getting back on the scoreboard after many rounds. It's good to see. His team needed it. Does get the finishing kill onto John there, and now it is up to Goose, and Duck is in admin coming up, so they have
they're
2
both
people
inside.
in A. Yep.
Goose
Both
is still
inside.
outside.
Is the line in bathroom. It's going to be a tricky spot. Think he's going to need to just take a fight. Looks like the Juggernauts have decided to play it safe and patient, which means that we're going to need to see some big honking. Cleaned up by Day of Fire. This is what the people needed for their super boost. We are now up to 9 of the 15 kills required for the Underfrog's boost for those who took it. Things were looking a little dicey there for a while, but now that we are in overtime, I think we can safely say We'll get there, ladies and gentlemen. Defense going to the Juggernuts. Do we feel... Where do we think this is going to come down? Because there's going to be 2 defenses for the Juggernuts. They won, I guess, 2 of the 3.
2 of 3. They lost their first one, right?
Yeah, they lost their first one, and I don't even remember how it went.
Defenders,
Who's on
protect your
basement?
bombs from being defused by
Stank did
attackers.
something.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty... the
Prone to
Juggernuts
razor
try to
blade.
hold first floor from the hatch. They just
Yes,
rushed
that's
the-
what it was.
rushed it. Molotov breach. Going back upstairs,
starting.
I think here's my thing about upstairs is, yeah, it's really to hold in and feel, you know, comfortable unless you're taking the entire
10 seconds left
right
before
side
insertion.
or east side.
Mhm.
But then you still have to make it
5
across
seconds
this
remaining.
wall that has so many
Yes.
doors, so many
Get
angles
around.
to worry about.
Attackers
Yeah,
must
I
locate
just-
and
I
defuse
think
the
that
bomb.
That's the tough part about upstairs. I think you have to open up this breach outside and get an angle that the defenders have to worry about internally instead of just
Doors
entering in
barricaded.
all on one side or yellow stairs or
Prone to
east
razor
side
blade.
and then pushing through that. When they don't have to worry about any alternate angles, then
Stand in
it
the
just makes
car.
the defense
Hostile
a
approaching.
lot easier.
I agree. And it, like you
He's
said,
going
this you can take this east side relatively easily, but then you have to deal with the hallway that has 2 entrances from the top floor, and it is a nightmare. Stanky taking office early. The Revenants coming in here strong and taking space, but now they have to deal with the time wasting of a Tachanka that knows they are there.
Reload!
Deploy the shield that they're just about to deploy the shield that was.
The snake does know that there are enemies nearby. He's able to call that out for his team. Not sure if that was the advanced scan. Goose Guy taking a little damage to a thorn. He's going to be limping for a little while. And looks like they're not far off of going toe-to-toe with the Tachanka here. Through this barricade. Pushing up, they have the hallway, which is the hard part. But now they have to convert this into something actionable.
The Soliton radar is picking up an enemy.
But mostly where their locations. Good shot from Day of Fire to clean up the Goose. Duck cleaned up by
Bomb
Stanky.
located by attackers.
Taking the corner. Day of Fire and Stanky. Going toe to toe. Looks like Day of Fire downs him. Might not know that he's downed him.
Jeez, John just put him down.
And we're down to a 1v1. John does have to do that is good. And Day of Fire taking a little damage. He is docked, but it does seem like he's forgotten that. Plant is going down, and Day of Fire does not seem to be aware. John is going to be in the advantage, especially...
Up in the corner, he doesn't have a good spot, but Day of Fire doesn't realize where he's at.
Did not know where he was, and the F2 does seal the deal.
My goodness, Snake playing it well there. Taking the
Absolutely.
round. I believe that was an ace.
No, Stanky did get Duck.
Okay.
We did have a
That
Stanky
kill
Duck.
on respawn was just so clean.
I was trying to pay attention to the Day of Fire and
I was in his
Stanky
perspective.
battle.
I was in his perspective when it happened, so it was beautiful. It just I felt like, I don't know for sure, but I felt like he knew where he was at, and he wasn't even really looking over at him. He was looking towards where Will was at to make sure that if Will popped back out, he had a gun on Will. And then once he got close enough and Respawn did peek his head out, he
Attackers
just
need to
whipped
locate
over,
and
killed
defuse
him,
bombs.
and then went back to looking at Will or towards Will.
Wow, incredible. having a great night from John from work. He is at work at the moment. Stanky is also pulling his weight. Respawn and Day of Fire doing some work. Day of Fire has what we expect from him, honestly. And Respawn is
Attackers have located a bomb.
He is here to play.
It was a great pickup round because
10 seconds
it makes
to go.
it feel like it's not just going to like on your
5
team,
seconds left.
as the Revenants. It doesn't make it feel like
Putting the
oh,
shell
it's
in
just
play.
going to be defense.
Attackers
defense,
are moving
defense.
to defuse a
All
bomb.
Wins, even if like
Yes.
this map's kind of favored. So far, it has favored the defensive points.
Placing a razor bloom.
It's the first time we have split spawns. It looks like we will be getting at least a two-pronged attack, potentially, in the works.
Prone a razor bloom.
Castle, Legion, and Thorn are the defensive operators of choice, and with not a lot of hard breach or soft breach, that castle may be very difficult to deal with.
You're gonna have to work around it. I think you might be able to
Or
pound
actually-
one down, but you're not going to be able to do all of it.
Exactly. I can't seem to operate my controller to do what I want. Looks like we have 2 grenades. I was wondering if Duck would have brought more, but seems like they're pushing
We've got 2 smokes, 2 grenades, and 2
2 claymores. Day of Fire creeping up yellow, taking it nice and slow. Seems to know that his top is mostly clear. The Stank is waiting in the wings for the 1v1.
Reloading.
Respawn droning Day of Fire in. Does lose that drone, so now it is all blind. Duck looks like he's going for a rather Trey-like strategy. Commando strategy here, holding down window with an OSA. Very powerful location. Hard to deal with. Especially considering
Reloading.
Talon shields.
Not here.
1 grenade out does take care of the bathroom castle.
Incoming adrenaline boost.
Gained another action point. Day of Fire and Stanky exchanging blows. Day of Fire taking the lion's share of the bullets landed, I guess you could say, onto Stanky.
Big door getting beat down on reception. Oh, and that takes John down.
John from work was waiting for it, but was a little bit late in his position to catch anyone unaware. Boost coming in, Day of Fire and Stanky looking to go toe-to-toe again, but Stanky, unaware of Day's location, has backed off. OSA shield being oppressive as the Juggernuts just walk into sight and mow them down.
Wow, it couldn't be tighter. This is such a back and forth. I mean, that
Literally
was a great
could not be
attack.
tighter.
I see, and I did like. I know that Duck didn't do a whole lot of damage from the window, but he put pressure toward the defense isn't all focused on one side. I think that's a big key to that. Of like even Stanky has to worry about how much he's strafing to one side from an angle that could hit him from the window.
And we know that Duck is happy to sit in one spot and hold that angle for most of the game. So just that shield being there means that you have to assume that Duck is going to return there. So he was not free. Day of Fire actively changing positions.
Attackers
He
need to locate and
changed his
defuse
point of
bombs.
attack. It looked like 2, maybe 3 times. I thought that was
love the droning
excellent.
As well. Yeah, love the droning as well too. Yeah, it just shows that they seem to have some chemistry there in that round where the attack felt, more direct and had some teeth to it.
That was a late season form attack out of an early season team, still trying to find their way with new teammates on a new team, but veterans got it done.
10 seconds remaining.
I think that's another thing of just like the defense. The
5
defense
seconds to
was,
insertion.
like there wasn't nothing wrong with that defense. It wasn't like
Attackers
the
are moving out to
defenders,
locate a bomb and defuse it.
mistake, and the attackers were just able to capitalize off of that.
Activating jammer.
Correct.
It's exciting to see. This is for the point. Whoever wins this round gets the
Reloading!
point for this map. And
My position's safe.
I mean, honestly, either one deserves it.
They do. They both put out great showings here. Looks like we will also be getting a multifaceted attack from the Revenants. Looks like the Tadpoles will be taking admin, and Stanky looks to solo climb the yellow stairs.
Tadpoles are Juggernauts.
Barbed wire installed.
No,
Oh,
the
I guess-
Tadpoles are the second and third round picks.
So
In my,
anything-
or first and
anything,
second round
right,
picks, I
right.
should say.
I just was thinking of the last season's emblem for the Juggernauts. The 2 tadpoles carrying the tank.
Oh, I see. I didn't remember that. Shows how much I cared about my opponents. Stanky creeping up yellow stairs. He is crawling his way to the top, but Respawn is ready and begins to fire him off. Say, you
He
can't
missed it.
come this
He's
way.
Not going to be able to allow the retreat. Oh, okay, there it is. This does make me wonder,
Tracks
is
released.
Tachanka worth a ban against this team? He can make you, he can delay.
Dispatching grenade!
He does have an outsized impact for a 3v3, but in the meantime, while they are focusing on Stanky, John and Goose have just about taken sight. They have pushed all the way up.
I mean, Will's right there, though. Oh, he got
Deifier
him through the wall.
is right there, and he was right there. But Duck gets Goose. Duck greater than Goose. And John from work picking his second kill up. Going to be cleaned up by Stanky here any minute now. When he comes up the spiral stairs, leaving just the Tachanka. And John from work cleans it up with the ace.
John might have had a slow start, but I feel like he is playing solid.
He has had an outsized impact on this game, outperforming Stanky himself.
What a
Wow.
game.
This map was everything we had hoped for.
Yep. This
It's
is
a great way to start off the
great
season.
showing from both teams. All right, I think we will take a quick break for a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
We'll be back with Border.
Not everyone is cut out for greatness. Some are barely cut out for employment. That's where we come in. Every year, a few brave souls enroll in the Brass Reminders Elite Academy of sticker tacticians armed with no hope, no oversight, and absolutely no refund. At Brest, we take the worst of the worst and make them statistically worse. Our training program takes years, not because it's rigorous, but because most of them can't read, and even fewer can spell. They study things like decal history, from cavemen to clearance bins, sticker ethics and applied confusion. We cover geography too, once, by accident. And if a student ever manages to graduate, we guarantee them a job at Brass Reminders, North America's 34th largest souvenir decal manufacturer and undisputed leader in oops, that made it to market. There, their work will be proudly printed, packaged, and shipped across the country. Gas stations, gift shops, family vans, each one proudly displaying messages like, support local tourists, I got blown in Oklahoma, Tornado Tour 2023, don't honk, I have IBS. So the next time you see a bumper sticker that makes you pause, wince, or question your understanding of US history, just know someone survived Brest to bring that to you.
At Ubisoft, we believe every player deserves a fair chance, and some need a little more than that. Introducing Skill Issue Solutions, a proud Ubisoft subsidiary created for gamers who aren't just underperforming, they're collapsing. Through our state-of-the-art digital storefront, you'll gain access to officially integrated game enhancement services designed to deliver instant, aggressive improvement without the burden of personal growth. From frustrated bronze players to washed-up streamers chasing one last clip, our tools are built for you. Explore our fully licensed arsenal, Ubisoft-approved precision packs, tactical transparency, visual layers, recoil removal protocols, and our patented instant disconnect justification macro. Every download is backed by the Ubisoft promise, stealthy, secure, and semi-legal. Install in seconds, dominate for hours, apologize never. Because at Skill Issue Solutions, we understand what it's like to be carried, flamed, reported, and pitied, often in the same round. So go ahead, open the store, open your mind, and close the skill gap permanently. Skill Issue Solutions, a Ubisoft company. Winning has never been this technically allowed.
And welcome back from our short break. We're getting geared up to start our second map. With the Revenants winning map 1, if they win the second one, it'll be a short night.
Would be, and I would get back to my Frogstitutes and Warm Fireball. But if we have to be here, we will be here. Looks like we have the Juggernuts on attack on border. What do you look to see out of these two teams as they try to bounce back from losses or continue rolling?
So was that confirmed attack on border for Juggernuts?
That is confirmed. Came in from the Mr. Fire himself.
And they're ready to go. All right, so I'll hit the begin as long as we're good. Border, attack, defense. Okay,
Ladies and gentlemen, we're hopping right back in it. Stanky is confused. He's about to find out that he's being attacked, whether he wants to or not.
So I think that, you know, if I was the Juggernauts, I would not be upset about that first map. I think that that was a great, you know, first game back, first map back. I know that it's disappointing to lose and not get that point, but it's not over yet. I think you can still earn the 2 points you can get out of this map or out of this series. And I think that they just need to try to kind of focus in on what they did well or when they were able to kind of work together on their attacks. And you know, I think, you know, their defenses weren't too bad. I think they just kind of need to tighten it up. Like they kind of got risky on a couple of them, and I think that maybe this is the right time to try stuff like that. Maybe it's not. But it's looking like a Montang for this first one.
I was going to say, speaking of things to try, we've got a Sins for the
Defenders,
first
protect
time
your
in the
bombs from being
league, I do
defused by
believe,
attackers.
ladies and gentlemen. But with the Montaigne, this could be a brutal quick push onto a, I was going to say office, but looks like the Revenants have decided that they want to go downstairs. Might not be what the Jugs were expecting.
Bomb located by attackers.
Yeah, that's true. That it might not be what they were expecting, but it shouldn't be too much of a shock. I think that we've played this game a good amount in the 3v3s, and so
10 seconds left.
You know, and we definitely have seen this tactic, you know, employed where they
5
go,
seconds remaining.
Bathrooms first.
It is a
Attackers'
popular
objective is
map
to defuse a
choice
bomb.
among the FGA. A wider hole. Looks like Ducky did decide that we don't need the full shield, the half shield will do, and has switched to the OSA. Day of Fire sticking on the hard breach roll. He knows which walls he wants, and he's gonna do it himself. Dang it!
And keeping the hard breach and this hard breach ace, I would assume they're not really gonna plan on going for hatch, even though hatch is soft. They're probably going to be going for this workshop wall. But they
are going to work the shaft wall.
Mentioned was, look how many trap operators the defensive has.
do have a lot. The Frost in particular is an interesting choice. We didn't see that at all last map to my memory.
Yeah, I
And
don't think I saw it.
wondering where these Frost mats are. Looks like we have one bottom of East Stairs. And I'm not sure where else so far. Presumably does not
Frost
have
map
any in his
right in the
pocket.
hall.
Oh yes, I do see that. I would have ignored that as an attacker. Workshop has been taken early by the Jugs. They know it is free. They had droned it. They're cautiously moving forward, but they are taking ground quickly and opening the bathroom wall. Gonna put Stanky in an awkward position here, go toe to toe. But the traps.
Trap
The
right
traps
in the
got
middle
him.
door, the inside door. A hallway to a hallway door.
Who would ever think there could possibly be a Kapkan there? That's not fair.
Oh, Stanky's spot right here. He's got a camera posted up, and he's hiding behind the wall, so he has a clear line of sight into the workshop.
Jugs may not even know that he's there, and they're. If he swung right now, he would get a killer kill. All three Selmas thrown out. Stanky's still just being patient, waiting for his moment. Looks like the Selma charge is straight in, which is going to be difficult to deal with.
Impact out.
Stanky pops from his hiding and takes them both out.
Wow. He was incredibly patient, waiting for his moment.
Wow, that was a trap sprung. A trap operator that you didn't even realize he was using.
They
are
trap.
employing all types of traps.
He got a kill with his trap
back,
gadget,
come back
and
around.
then his trap spot got him 2 more. What a round. What an ace.
And yeah, it's respawn going down early or going down mid-round there definitely hurt a lot, especially to a trap, and definitely set the Juggernuts back some, I think, in that one. But then the other one was just not running sight and seeing that Stanky was over there in the corner just playing that wall.
They felt comfortable with the OSA face check drone, but
Yeah.
that drone can't go around corners quite safely enough.
Can't
And
look into all
got
the
him killed.
stalls.
Even if he had made it in safely and Stank was not
Attackers
there,
need to locate and defuse
I believe
as many
that
bombs
Goose
as they
and
can.
John both had lines of sight on him, and that was going to make it nearly impossible for anything to happen. That was an attack that didn't quite find its legs in a defense that stood its ground firmly.
Now playing upstairs, and back we're going with a tried and true Cade from John. Stanky's
10 seconds left.
Is it a zombie?
5 seconds remaining.
Yes, a zombie, a well-trained
Attackers'
zombie
objective
is
is to locate a bomb and
brutal
defuse
to
it.
deal with. So that's a great defensive pick here, and might be a good tool to utilize during this quick plant if he can cover the window for just long enough to peek on a Monty he might be planting. Again, looking at the Monty, was thinking maybe they would be pushing the A site, but looks like they may plan on walking in B door.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say, like, I kind of surprised
Bomb
that
located by
they're even
attackers.
trying this like quick plant Monty, even the Sins trying to go for like a with this, so it's like the Revenants know this play for sure.
John from Orc's Claw. Frustrating the veteran Callie here.
My artillery is on.
Kind of slowed this attack down a lot. Do
Yep,
kind of
they
feel like
does.
Stanky's wanting to go for this flank and try to get into the CCTV. Respawn going to the window is going to probably see. He's seeing something. He's seeing the hole. He's droning out that side.
Is active.
Yeah, he's droned him out, so he should know
is
that
definitely
Stank is
droning.
nearby.
Yep.
Stank knows that he's been made. Looks like the Monty is pushing towards the door. Does not have his shield extended. Could take heavy damage from this TCSG.
Stank and they have fire. Back and forth here. Stank's about to get stanked.
Stank got stanked through his own stank hole. That's a bummer. You hate to see it.
He got double stanked. The big hole and the little hole. Alright, so now that puts takes a lot of pressure off of this attack.
Does. Now that they've got a big opening pick, Duck Dynasty pushing in and just bullying John until Day of Fire can wind up the shot. Calling the Sins over. It's going to be a very... What a Sins throw. Do know where Boost is in their business.
They almost had that down on Fire.
Day of Fire ready for this flank. Cleans it up. What are you going to do against a Monty? I think we'll see a Monty ban this round.
Yeah, that or Cali. Cali got the ace and the plant.
Oh, that is true. Both captains acing early on in this game. In fact, for those of you wondering at home, that does hit the super boost.
Double ace?
Double ace.
Wow.
We went back-to-back dueling aces.
Yeah, that's literally, it's one captain, ace, everyone else at death. Oh, and then John, of course, has an assist to ruin the perfect scoreboard.
Is he even thinking about league optics?
He is not. He is not.
Might have to lower his pay too. A lot of people are going to be reviewed by the league here.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Workshop Vent is the site choice here. We decided to abandon upstairs.
Who did get banned?
I like to switch off the Sins.
Ace.
What was that?
Sorry, I was just checking who got banned. I missed the ban.
Oh, yes.
So neither Cali nor Monty got banned.
Interesting choice. I don't see the logic in that, but
10 seconds left.
you know, this may be a specific plan they have.
Yeah, that was such a strong mark. I
5
know they got a
seconds to
little
go.
shaky at the very beginning.
Razor wire
I
ready.
think that was Stanky.
Attackers must
Attack
locate
was
and
just
defuse a bomb.
so scary
And set up and
with
ready
the
to blow.
Monty and the Cali. They switched both of those off. Seeing what site it was, they've switched it to...
They came site prepared with the fuse and the ram to rain a lot of death upon anyone trying to stay in sight. Looks like Stanky is playing the patented Stanky Oryx that we all know and love. And gonna be trying to pull his best Day of Fire impression.
Drone deployed.
So it looks like, despite bringing upstairs control operators, the Juggernauts are going for a more linear approach straight downstairs.
Yeah, the fuse pick is just is very interesting to me. I would not expect that. I wonder what he was thinking on, like how he was going to kind of play.
Bomb located by
Like,
attackers.
how was he going to use his utility? You know.
If he's able to get into bathroom, he can cause a little bit of havoc there, but otherwise fuse charges are difficult to place on this first floor.
First floor, yeah, exactly. But at the same time,
And ram is pointless.
Yeah, other than just a sound thing.
Yeah.
But that's all
Lots
they're
of
doing right now.
sound.
They're just going for first floor push over here.
And John from work about to peek Day of Fire.
He
Lands
takes
big
him,
damage and downs him.
but he
Might
doesn't
not know it.
realize So it's going to come down to respawn whether he's able to save him. He is not able to save him.
Looks like
That's a
John did get some
big hit
intel
to
from the
this
camera.
attack.
Let him know that he had downed him. Oryx upstairs could prove to be a pretty brutal flank if he chooses to open any of the hatches, which he does not.
He's going to the balcony. For anything over there. He might catch something. Oh, he's peeled off.
Respawn does seem to know he's there.
Oh, he does.
And
what a kill.
Knew he was there and cleans him up off
this
east stairs.
It gives him a lot of chance here, and he takes John
Immediately
out too.
pushes. And
Respawn just said, "This is my round. This is my round."
Whoa, look at that control. Flick straight onto that head. My goodness.
Man, the pickup on John was impressive. I'm guessing he got intel for the Stanky coming down east, or on the stairs. But the kill on John was in a good position, and he was able to take that head on and win the exchange.
Went up against a man who is comfortable in his operator choice and his weapon of choice, and just said, "Sit down, sir." Well played by Respawn. Juggernuts starting early, rather than last map where they definitely seem to slowly move along. I do like seeing the snake ban early from the Revenants, saying you don't get the from the Juggernauts.
Attackers need to locate
Wanting
and
to
defuse
counter
as
what
many bombs as
John
they can.
from work was planning to do there.
Yeah. I also want to point out that's the third.
Ready to activate.
It is the third ace in a row. John from work, thanks for screwing the scoreboard up once again, my friend, with your one kill that just messes up the thematic goals of this broadcast. Do have a mute here countering the Dokkaebi that is still on the table because they chose to ban Snake first. But that said, looks like the Revenants don't mind letting their phones stay on silent.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Going with count. Is he making a statement?
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb
Anything
and
Day
defuse
can
it.
do, I can do better.
Yeah,
Is that what we're hearing?
Maybe. I don't know. That's surprising. That pick is kind of baffling to me a little. Am I wrong?
I have never seen this man play a Cali before in my life.
Yeah, that's definitely surprising. Stanky is like, I have 4 operators unlocked and that's all I'm going to play type of guy. So it is very odd for him to be playing Day of Fire's tried and true operator for this map. So I'm also Day of Fire's playing Warden, and probably to try to counter like a quick push on this A site with smokes and stuff, but I don't think that's going to happen with having no smokes on the attacking side.
That would make it difficult.
6 claymores.
That is an abundance of covering their butts. And I do
Attackers
not believe any of those will get used. Day of Fire gets the hard breach swinging in and gets some damage onto Stank.
A
very big pickup.
Down in east and shooting underneath the door.
Classic. It's the tale as old as time, ladies and
Attackers
gentlemen.
have located a
Duck
bomb.
Dynasty getting a late reinforcement and mirror placement so that he can see into office better. I like that. It's a good play. Good play C4 and then Respawn. I believe it was Respawn down Stank at a very long angle to the off the wall.
Oh my goodness. That was nasty. Respawn over here because Stanky had snuck in and tried to go for a quick plant on it, while Duck was putting up a wall to put up another light mirror to get a good positioning over there. And Day of Fire had just gotten his kill on Goose, so he was kind of still slinking around.
All right, looks like with a match point looming, we need to see who the audience wants to have in the booth for the post-game interview.
This is not match. This is...
Oh my gosh. The Revenants won the last match. This is to push it to overtime.
Yeah, this was not series point. It's not series round or whatever.
It is match point, not series point. You are correct. I am mistaken. Looks like we have an audience member who is absolutely thrilled with his underdog performance. Congratulations out there,
Attackers
Billy,
need to
locking in
locate and defuse as many bombs as they
67.55
can.
for your Day of Fire ace picks.
Do not attempt to board the helicopter. ستقوم مروحية للإجلاء الطبي بإجلاء الأشخاص المصابين. لا
No, it looks like
Bomb
so
located by
either
attackers.
The map is just favoring the Juggernauts, or the Juggernauts have kind of calmed themselves down a little bit and been able to settle into more of a style that they like to play. I think Respawn has really shown up, and I think that
Left before insertion.
It is you know, when you have 3
5
rounds
seconds
of
left.
one, you only have 1 death. I think that does kind of
Attackers
show,
are
like,
heading
how
out to
you play
defuse a bomb.
support
Yes.
or lean to or lent to the wins.
Explosive ordnance out in
Yes,
time.
I think it is a combination of the two. The map does seem to be playing to the Juggernaut's favor. I know Day of Fire is not a big fan of Consulate in particular, and while this is but Day of Fire also really riding high after waking up the last couple of rounds in Consulate is really starting to show his teeth here. Early battle here with the Mira on Office Wall. We've got a Ram.
Really do like this play. I like this play a lot.
Yes, it
Attackers
forced
drop the
Stanky to
diffuser.
choose a different direction.
Attackers
And
recovered
Day
the
of
bomb
Fire
diffuser.
picks up Goose again. Looks like possibly from East Stairs.
It just forces such a commitment to this attack if you want to take upstairs. And they definitely want to take upstairs. They had the operators to take this upstairs.
Absolutely. Duck does need to be concerned about Stanky about to put a fuse charge in his butthole.
Yep.
That is going to be painful.
And he's not going to take a run for it. He's just going to go in the corner and just take half.
A lot of damage, but does get
man.
to deal a lot of damage to John from Work for his troubles and waste a ton of time while Day of Fire cleans up Stanky, leaving John on 10 HP battling a full health Doc and Respawn on Goyo. He does have upstairs control though.
So low, he has to be careful with getting too close to his Rams. Might kill himself.
2 ticks of the Rams might be enough to finish him off here. And then it's unfortunately a little bit easier to do than he would like. Looking to creep down East Stairs here, but Day of Fire is patiently waiting at the bottom to meet him with love and lead.
I think
He's taking it slow. He has 45 seconds. No need to rush things. Looks like Day is retreated back to any chance at allowing them to throw. And Day of Fire cleans it up from the windows. Yet
the map.
again, another ace.
they've got the point.
They have pushed us into overtime. We are going to hop straight in. We don't do any commercials break, is my understanding correct? And we're going to be at Chalet. And it should be
Delay and
the-
Revenants get defense first.
excellent. What a turnaround. One series, one game to another, one map to another. That was about as big of a departure from the early round of Consulate as we could have expected from the Juggernauts.
Yeah.
Revs could not handle these big jugs. Billy, I like your style.
I definitely like that defense in the last round. Duck playing up top with the mirror, it really forced the attack to kind of have to commit more into the inside, where they have to worry about, like, as they're walking through the hall, they have to worry about the main stairs, they have to worry about CCTV door, they have to worry about East, and East is what ended up doing them in, where they was playing kind of in and out on East and waiting room and everything like that. So it was a great hold, and
Yes.
I think that played a huge part in that win.
Absolutely, and not to just agree with everything you said, but that Mira decision up there, and he got it off just in time to really intimidate Stanky and John, who were both going to get and really he wasted a ton of time. He did a ton of damage onto John. John barely got the kill onto him, so that was more impactful than the scoreboard will give him credit for.
Yep. And we're off into the final one, the tiebreaker map, Chalet. Honestly, these maps were very similar to our first series, so I wonder if these maps are going to be just, there'll be probably a handful that might get played a good amount, you know, now that we have the ranked map pool this season. But the banning phase is a little different, so there could be still some strategic picks with it, because there's less maps banned before teams get their first picks on maps. So that will be interesting. Yeah, I think that we are in for a good one. I think that these last two maps have been awesome, and both these teams are solid. Like, I honestly couldn't tell you who's gonna pull this out.
Yeah, this has been two veteran captains, two veteran teams.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs
that have really brought their A game. You know, especially that last. Well, realistically, it's. Consulate was a little closer, a little more of a back and forth than Border
located
was.
by attackers.
Hoping to see another really competitive match. Although I would like to go to bed at a reasonable hour, so maybe we don't need to go full overtime. But we'll do what the league requires us to do.
Playing this
10 seconds to insertion
first. I personally kind of like
5 seconds to go.
On this map in the 3v3s, but I know that this
attackers
is
are
not
heading out to
super
defuse a
popular
bomb.
decision.
It's not a great decision in a 5v5 format, but in a 3v3 I do agree. Something else that is not a popular decision, well, actually I guess it is pretty popular in ranked. Day of Fire, who has been playing a lot of good teammate roles, playing hard breach or Cali, which is in theory a support operator, has switched to a Twitch that he is playing that Twitch for the DMR almost exclusively, and I think that is what Day needs to be doing. He needs to take charge and just say, I'm gonna go win these fights. Danky on the Goyo as well is interesting. I'm not sure I've seen him play that very often.
He also is playing with the shotgun.
Does do a ton of damage. And these Juggernauts are taking an eternity to get in the building.
Yeah.
It's a full minute. I'm not sure they've droned. They've just now opened a window and no one has stepped foot inside the building. And there's no roamers upstairs. There's no one that they need to even be concerned about. They just have wasted time. Duck is droning in Day of Fire. Seems like they suspect someone upstairs, but there is no one to be found.
Yeah, but it is kind of an odd play for this Revenant team to not put someone upstairs, but it's actually been good for them. They didn't have to upstairs and pick it up.
Precisely, although
all
right, yep, there goes Goose. He got cooked, unfortunately. Stanky looks like he's holding a very interesting angle on the bottom of the stairs here. Was possibly looking up. I can't see, and I don't know how to get my thing to do what I want.
Goodness gracious, this attack. They just
on from work through verticality, leaving it all up to Stanky, who is in a tight spot. He has no impacts. He is basically kicked out of sight due to
dropping hatch, and they're going to go for a plant here.
His own Goyo flaming him out. Does clean up Duck and does get Day to pull off the plant and lands massive damage on him in the process. But Day is going back to plant. Covered by respawn from above. He would hatch and vertical play.
He's running out of time though. And
Got him
if
off
he's
the
just gonna
flank.
mag dump
Going
on an
down one more
element,
5
time.
seconds
he needs to
left.
drop down the kitchen with him. Respawn does drop.
Attackers
but-
are activating the diffuser.
Oh, just
Drops
in
and
time.
cleans
Oh
him
my gosh,
up.
he clutched that.
Dropped mid reload. Oh my, what a brave man.
Was he mid reload or was that animation messed up? Because
It could be.
I think he might have been reloading after the round had finished, and it was showing it during the. But I could be wrong with that. Maybe he has those balls to be dropping hatch. and then
Some would call
reload on an
them
LMG.
jugs.
Yeah, those jugs. Yep, you're right. And those nuts. What a round!
Well,
they
what-
were
what
dominant
turned from an
attack.
Yes, it was very dominant from what seemed like it was going too slow. They took a minute to get in the building and clear the top floor, 30 seconds to even get things going, and then all of a sudden, 2 Revenants were dead.
Yeah, John.
Attackers need to locate and
I don't
defuse
really
as
know
many
for
bombs
sure
as
if
they
he
can.
had a leaking hatch and that's why he left the kitchen. I don't know. He seemed
I
to
didn't-
panic. I felt like, but I could be wrong.
I was trying to
Bomb
confirm
located
Diddy's
by
angle
attackers.
and did not see John pass away.
I just saw him entering dining room and I didn't know why he was leaving the kitchen. The goose getting cooked, that was a big piece. Like, obviously, like when you're getting fused on top of, you want to try to bail. And if he was able to get through the hatch, like down the hatch and out, then
10
yeah, you're
seconds to
losing
go.
sight, but you can do retake either the flank up the stairs or
5 seconds to go.
the back right through the main door into dining room. And I think that
Attackers'
that
objective
where
is to
that
defuse a
point
bomb.
is strong, is where it's like kind of bail on sight in some sense and retake by flanks.
Yep, he needed to get out of there. Obviously, it's easy to say in hindsight when he died to a fuse charge, but he did need to move. We've got Deifier back on a hard breach roll. He is Ace, who is excellent operator. Got great weapons. Looks like they may be looking at opening up bathroom wall, which is a pretty unorthodox attack in 5v5s. But a cracked window, giving them a little bit of pause near the top of library stairs. Send Duck over there to put a forever shield up and keep them safe and cozy.
Oh man.
Respawn swinging in on solar stairs, challenging Amira was an interesting decision to say the least.
I wonder if he threw one of his Candelas and thought maybe he could get some cover from that. But yeah, I missed that one as well.
Tried to get through that.
Possibly so. I saw him swinging
It's a
in
huge
and
pickup
he
for
was
this defense because
gunned down.
huge this line of games. Respawn
Has been.
a huge piece, especially on their attacks. I mean,
He's been a
had
terror.
2 of the kills last round.
Looks like Stanky did use an impact to clear away one Talon shield. So there's only the one that remains on the library stairs window. And looks like Deifier trying to open up a long angle into A site. And John is cleaning that up. But Deifier does have control of the piano window. Staring contest here on the library stairs window.
Oh, you could still blow it. Oh, I just missed it. So, Deifier does bail. Now that he's lost
John
that
takes
shield.
control of piano window. Does not know that if he jumps out, he will have a free kill. But
Doesn't need to
Stank
jump out.
does clean it up.
Alright, let's give Will or Deifier some. Oh, they're trying to
Going to be a
finish this kill
challenge
off
here
and they're
near-
not able to.
Yeah.
He is going to drop down to safety, sort of. Deifier's too far away to get that pickup and no
Nope.
time to do it.
Yep, Deifier coming up library stairs. No one looking that direction. Might get a free kill onto Stanky, and there it
Got a
is.
free kill. Thank you,
That
stop
was
for
as-
him.
That was as easy a kill onto Stanky as you can get. Now we're going to have to challenge Goose, and does on the office wall here. Knockenworth making a play, making him play it aggressive, and Deifier without the without the knowing where he was, just gets shot in the back.
Oh, the door.
Unfortunate.
I was like, why did he go in the office? But the door was blocked. I didn't realize that.
Oh, what a play from Stank from the grave.
Yeah, from the grave. John playing it patient, staying silent where Deifier didn't know where he was at. Well done.
It was going to make him plant unless he presented an opportunity to shoot him in the spine, and he was ready for him to swing him. It was well played by John to seal the round and really support his team.
It was a good effort by Deifier, though, but couldn't pull it out. Another Goyo, Mira, Cade.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Basement.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Is a tough one with 3v3s.
There's a lot of avenues for attack between all of the hard walls that are exterior facing or close enough to being exterior walls, and staircases and doors just to walk down and start shooting through.
This is
gonna be tricky.
This one is one I feel like that you
10
really
seconds
need
to
the
insertion.
ability of 5 for it to be a strong. The
5
mirror is
seconds
good,
remaining.
and you need Cade to go along with the mirror, but then you like
Attackers
kinda
are
need some
moving to
other
defuse a
stuff
bomb.
as well, like something to deny throwables, and you need kind of like a ability to keep pressure off of your backside. Like I think that not having the 5 utility definitely hurts on this one.
And joke's on them, they're not even going to be going for a wall with 0 hard breachers brought unless, and Respawn does have can
It does
openers.
have can openers, yeah.
But looks like the majority of the attack is coming down this trophy side. Duck swings in, taking space here. Might be making a play on big garage down in a little bit, but actually deciding to push through the kitchen instead. Possibly looking to play the hatch, which is soft and would give them pretty good access.
No one upstairs. I think that this site is big enough to have everyone playing site. It just does leave top-down play with a fuse.
Hatch directly above Stanky getting opened, and he did not seem to be aware of it. Was not looking at all.
Well,
nobody is pushing at all. Deifier relocates after getting his free kill on the hatch on Stanky yet again. Is going to push down blue stairs. Being a menace with his drone. Looks like maybe tagging Goose once or twice.
I was actually pretty impressed with Goose hitting that drone with one shot.
Yeah. Fuse charges coming down into B, clearing out some of the Goyos, getting those out of the way nice and early. Deifier back on the hatch. If he drops, he'll have a very intense two-way gunfight.
He
does drop
Just
when
perfect timing.
Goose is not looking, and neither is John, having to relocate thanks to fuse charges, pushing him off position.
Does not have the diffuser though. Duck picks up Goose. They are opening the garage door now.
Going up. Blowing cluster
They're
charge.
gonna go for that plant. John on main stairs.
15 seconds
Fuse
remaining.
charges again, keeping him pinned in his
Attackers are
spot.
activating the diffuser.
With the
Yeah,
can
this
opener
is gonna
hole
be
in the wall,
tough.
he has nowhere to go. He is pressed on all sides. Gonna get shot in the back by Respawn. Nope, Deifier cleans it up.
Right in his face.
at the turn. Do we think this is an attacker-sided map? It does appear to be that way on the scoreboard.
Don't. I actually kind of think it is attacker-sided over 3v3s.
I
In
agree.
the
I
first
think
series, when it was played this season, it went 2 attacks, 1 defense, 2 attacks, 1 defense. So this is the trend right now.
the Juggernauts are gonna have to, or not the Juggernauts. Kind of sleepy scores from them. John from work quiet. Goose not honking. Have not heard any honks yet this game.
Attackers need to
So we're
locate
gonna
and
need to see
defuse
some
as many
action out of
bombs as
them
they can.
if we're going to push this into overtime or even have it turn around. Starting off with a snowmobile, wine room, whatever this is called, wine cellar. Good night. Defense here. Deifier back on the Warden. Good gun, SMG-12, and the ability to see through smokes if they go for a quick plant. Trap operator out of
Bomb
Duck,
located
giving
by
us the cap
attackers.
can traps, hoping to catch Duck sleeping or maybe even
10 seconds left.
get him some stanky.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Valkyrie on the
Attackers
respawn
are
on the
moving to
Valkyrie
defuse
as
a bomb.
well. Rounding out the operator selection there. Do get a little B action, but no. We have EMP grenades on Bs, maybe Doka B, to help support on the wall, but is not going to be required. They will be able to thermite this wall without any problems at all.
They're all stacked up on this wall too, so it looks like possibly. Oh, it was just Stanky just trying to get the EMP off to make sure that there was nothing holding him back.
Time to ring some ears.
And the Warden pick looks like it might bear some pretty big fruits. There are 4 smoke grenades on the attacking team here.
He's not really in position though to.
No, he's not, but he's in position to catch a gunfight here with Stanky head on. Going to get droned out, going to see each other, and
In this situation, it would probably be better that Goose has the diffuser and John is covering, because John can smoke it, Goose can plant. There's no one contesting this.
there's no one at all. This is rather free plant. They don't seem to understand that just yet. They're
about to
droning
go for
out
the play,
sight.
it's just
Launching smoke.
taking a second.
Are throwing the smokes down. It is time for
He's
plant.
trying to open, or he's trying to get it or something.
Deifier opens up the floor above them, hoping to see through the
Attackers
smoke
are
to get
activating
John
the
from
bomb
above.
diffuser. Defenders have
You
located
can't
the
get
finding
that
angle.
angle on it, yeah.
Diffuser is down. It's a
Respawn's right
difficult
up against
position
the
to play
garage.
in.
You got
Deifier
two
and
people
Goose going to go head to head, and Deifier wins the fight on the Goose.
This is not good. Okay, good. Okay, that was good. For these Revenants, Duck's going for the
Defuse
defuse.
going.
Will Deifier's upstairs. He's coming down now.
Got a big hill to climb in 4
seconds,
seconds.
there's
He's
no
got to
time.
get 2 kills and defuse. He's not going to be able to get this done. They're going to wait for time to be locked in and finish him off.
I was getting
Well
nervous
played by
for-
the Revenants.
For the Revenants for a second, because right after the plant, John steps back and the other two went to go
For flanks.
readjusts. Yeah,
Yeah.
but they Stanky didn't go too far and was able to catch Respawn, because Respawn, I felt like he was in a dangerous spot. He was going to be able, he might have been able to pick up a kill or two from Garage if he was kind of surprised with a run out, but he did not, and Stanky picked him up and was able to close that round out and get the tie. Another attacker win on this map.
Another attacker win. A very organized attack. Once they decided what they were going to do,
Lots of bees,
they really committed to it.
smokes, even threw an EMP grenade at the
Didn't know they
the
needed
connector.
it, but they tried anyways. Interesting choice, Denari. Haven't seen a whole lot
Defenders
of that
protect your bombs
in
from being
3v3s
defused
this
by
season.
attackers.
Don't know if Duck has any sort of special plans for that.
They didn't win upstairs, have they? No, they haven't.
They have not played upstairs yet.
Yeah, so they're going back downstairs. Interesting.
Decided you beat us once, but we can
Attackers
take
have
them.
discovered the location of a bomb.
That is some hard-headedness. Love to see it.
I feel like this is a tougher site, in my opinion, than upstairs.
10 seconds
to go
remaining.
there first, and then when you lose it, to go there the second time. It surprises me, but I know
5
that
seconds left before
some teams
insertion.
like this site better than upstairs, maybe.
Attackers' objective is to defuse a
So
bomb.
interestingly,
This one's much
snowmobile wall is not reinforced at the moment. Duck
like
looking to make a
now.
play on it late. If they hear it, they may
they're-
be able to get a free kill.
They're shot, but they didn't land any hits on that. I guess the angle
Not
on
a
it made
single
it,
hit on either of them.
missed him. Duck's reinforcement, I think, was high enough to start blocking it, but they have fire.
Yeah,
I
Duck
thought
was
they were
safe,
gonna
but
get a hit on it.
Fire was in trouble. Gonna open that wall early. It's gonna destroy the Denari setup that
Yeah,
got
part of it.
one of the Denaris. Duck had bothered to set up there. They have fired down in blue there. Popping the smoke canister was an interesting choice. It benefits the warden to have the smoke available to him.
Maybe it was the dazed effect, like if you're too close to it.
Yeah, maybe
I
that's
don't know.
what he was trying to avoid. Looks like the attack is going to be coming in right through that wall. But Dayfire is in position this time
They are
with
going-
the warden, but he's moving too much. Might have heard a C4 rip, maybe? I don't know.
Where?
Oh, there goes that C4.
Goose. Okay, Goose is his first floor, pushing blue. The rest of the defenders on site. They are, yeah, they're going to try to force this garage. I do think, like, if Goose is able to get a flank here on blue and actually catch Day off guard.
Look out, it's
that
live.
could be huge. I think this
He does need
plan-
to start pushing, but looks like
Honestly,
he
yeah,
has.
that's probably been the
And
Yeah,
there it
like
was. Picked up the kill on respawn on stairs. Goose looking to push down the stairs.
yeah, this
Looks
is
like
gonna be
Day has
huge.
heard
It's
him
gonna
though.
make it
Day is aware.
They just need to time this so that they know they're there, so that they can. They pinned they're covered blue. They're covered on blue. They just need to plant in this corner.
Staying clear.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Dayfire takes a lot of damage in the process of cleaning up that diffuse.
Changing mag.
Stanky as well takes a ton of damage. And
Reloading.
Goose gets on the board here. He honked away right on the Dayfire here. He just ducky in the closet.
Oh, that
The Revenants have decided to push. Damage exchange, and Stanky does end up closing it out.
door.
Hate when that happens.
I hate when I get caught on something and I'm like trying to move, but I'm not going there because I'm like caught on something.
What's worse is when it gets caught on camera.
That flank by the Goose, huge.
Yep, by Goose.
I thought that was coming apart at the seams. I thought that attack was done when John went down behind the snowmobile. I think like they had a good angle. He needed to be planting in the corner where Stanky was at, and Stanky just needed to be behind him watching the rotate because you knew blue was covered. So really, someone's going to have to swing from the door or swing from the rotate, and you would be able to cover the planter from there. But
And they knew they were out of C4. They had no denial except for bullets.
Yep.
So it needed to be, if he had planted not in the traditional plant spot, it would have forced an interaction
Attackers
with
need
Day
to
of
locate
Fire
and
that
defuse as
would have
many
been
bombs as they
advantageous for
can.
Stanky at very least.
yeah, it would have given them a much better chance than John just going down like that. But I mean, they pulled it back together, and the pickup on Day of Fire and blue was huge. And here they are going back to basement again. This is just very surprising. They just must hate upstairs.
Stubbornness personified. Yeah, it is an interesting decision. They do bring a bandit
Attackers have
and
located a bomb.
the whatever this guy's name is, the Freezy boy.
Yeah.
That
10
will
seconds left.
Keep the wall.
It will delay attack substantially.
5 seconds left.
They are going to try to get this wall. So they're for sure gonna get the wall
Attacker's
with
objective
this
is
ace,
to
I think.
defuse a bomb.
Device position.
Yep. Ace and the fuse from above, hopefully to push off the Tubarão
Activated.
and the bandit trophies.
Changing max.
Yeah. But yeah,
Taking upstairs with threes is hard, especially with a deifier dock roam.
Yeah.
Looks like they might have called an audible though. Looks like
yeah, they're all.
they might be
going
pushing
to-
out West Main.
Yep. And
Device set.
Days might get caught here. Like, he's in a
Device
good
placed.
position to kind of stall this attack, but yeah, he's not going to stick around.
Yep. They were droning. He knew
And
that.
they're gonna know that now,
They-
so they're going to take this
They
side.
do have eyes on him. They see him.
I do
they
like this move
thought
upstairs.
they saw him.
Yeah.
They thought they saw him go downstairs, and he doubled back around. This could prove fatal.
Oh yeah, I do. I think he's going to win though. Yeah. I'd
Yep,
rather
he
him
is.
swing to the other side.
Mhm. Looks like maybe a quick drop down the hatch might catch somebody sleeping in wine, like happened to himself, like happened to Stanky earlier.
Respawn is.
Meanwhile,
That's nitro. Activate nitro!
Gosh, I shot the freaking C4 out of the air.
he was ready for it. He heard it and shot it. Deifier has dropped in bar, so he's back on the level with them, and not
there's
sure the
fire.
attackers are aware.
Yeah, he might get Stanky if Stanky goes too far out. He's not going to go too far out.
And looks like John is prepared to start fusing and can opening the wine wall here. Stanky and Goose going down West Main. They don't know that Deifier is creeping up behind them though. Do have a Claymore.
They seem weary about it, but they don't seem to have a. Oh, that fight is going to be of trouble. It's good. Might catch Goose off.
John is stuck. They're stuck back there thanks to that bite. It's going to hold them there. And Duck has got him in a little bit of a kill box. Deifier creeping up. Mike is going to be completing this flank in a couple of seconds here on Stank.
There's the Goose going, or Duck going down. He's going back to hatch, so he's going to. I like the flank better, but.
John is just deep into wine. Does not have diffuser. Stank gets downed on a long angle by respawn.
And there's the diffuser. So the diffuser's on the ground. John is in a tough spot now. That turned sideways.
Sure did, and looks like the Juggernuts, pardon me, know that they have diffuser. John is gonna have to take gunfights, but he doesn't know that his defenders are both upstairs.
Man.
What a turnaround. And with that, we're forced into overtime. Yet again.
You feel like the shift happens so fast. Like, you feel like one team is taking the advantage, and then it just out of nowhere swings to the other side, and it doesn't always mean a death. Sometimes it's just positioning, or like not realizing that someone's creeping up behind you.
And I mean, this one happened in the 4x2 deaths. By the time I was done calling what had happened to one player, another player was dead long enough that they weren't even on my screen anymore. I didn't realize that Duck had, or that the Goose had been slain.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a wild round. We're going into overtime in the tiebreaker map.
Attackers need to
Overtime
locate
again,
and defuse as
attack
many bombs
for
as
the
they
Juggernuts.
That's probably good for them. That's definitely good for them. I mean, out of all of these rounds, there's only been
Calibrating air compression. All set.
Does
Attackers have
does
discovered
seem
the
to be
location
in their
of a bomb.
favor. Looks like we do have some wall denial this time from the Mr. Stank. And it's gonna be, they're gonna have a really hard time getting him off
10
of it,
seconds left before
unless
insertion.
they have
Is he
an
tricky,
operator
or
thing.
or is he just going for the gun?
5 seconds to go.
He has all four.
Looks like they have switched
Attacker's objective
off
is to defuse
of
a
the
bomb.
hard breach
Movement time.
and have no pin openers, so they are
So
stuck pushing doors.
It's tough on this one, especially with when they have mirror. When they have mirror, this is gonna be tough to take.
It will be,
No
and
hard
they've reinforced the hatches this time, and so it is straight door-to-door combat.
Yeah, you don't even have soft breach other than 3 breaching charges.
Yeah, the Revenants can stay patient. I think this leans towards their victory.
Yeah, I think that the Juggernuts are probably just feeling like, okay, we're just gonna take gunfights. I just don't like that with this because they have to go blue, or they have to go main stairs, or they have to funnel through that one door on back of wine. Like, this is gonna be tough. Now,
They've
they do
sealed
have an
off the
opening.
rotate from West Main, and from here it looks like their options are blue or main stairs.
Yeah, and no one's upstairs, so they're gonna waste a good amount of time clearing.
We're halfway through the round, and nobody has seen an opponent. But they do know that they are all going to be on site at this point. They've gleaned that, but at half the round's cost.
If they comes down these main stairs, he's going to have an exchange with John. It's going to come down. Whoever wins this is going to be huge. If Day goes down, oh, John got pushed off because of that breaching charge. That was actually huge. So Day has some room here to move down main stairs. That was crucial. That breaching charge right above the mirror. They're now cramped up in that corner. There, John goes down. He's trying to take that spot back.
Swapping knives.
2 on blue. Goose does know about it. It's landed minor damage onto the duck. Deifire's pushing up. This could be pivotal.
Dang.
And Deifire cleans up Stanky
so
again. This is
Frag out.
not looking good for the Goose here.
And the ace for Day. Dang. Okay. They did not have much utility. But what they did have, they used perfectly.
They did.
A foothold.
Yeah. That, like you said, that breaching charge to push John off of a very common angle. So that's an intelligent, just veteran move to really force the issue there. Puts the Revenants on the back foot. Deifier 16 really showing up this map with an 11-3.
Jeez. I don't even know what the Revenants can do to kind of shut him down.
Put this in perspective. He has as many kills as the entire Revenant team.
Jeez.
I'm sorry, talk over you. What were you saying there?
As many bombs as they
I'm just
can.
saying, I don't know what the Revenants can do to kind of deal with Deifier right now. He's red hot.
He is red hot.
Attackers have
Going
located
back
a bomb.
downstairs. We've seen it a couple times.
Wall fortified.
Great success last time.
Great success? I don't even remember. I know that they played it all 3 times.
They won it the very last one.
Okay, yeah, it was Will going upstairs.
10 seconds remaining.
And was able to come on the flank up and down at the bench. Okay, yeah. I
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I just don't see that happening.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like not having a dedicated assist for the hard breach. They are relying on the Flores drones being able to get in and take care of those drones. It does look like that's going to work this time, though.
Yeah, especially with a bandit. You don't have a cage.
Setting up a sequential breach.
To be able to just throw it. He can't.
RCE Latero out.
And then the other one does go,
Let's go.
allowing the Goose to do his work. John's going to try to clear this deployable shield that Duck has got set up here. He's going to succeed in his work. Respawn.
Oh no, they've lost it.
Respawn is upstairs in games. Might be taking a gunfight here with Stank. Not sure either knows where they're at.
Oh, he did hear him. Whoa. How did he hear him? He sees the drone now, so he knows where he's kind of coming from.
The attack
he
there
hops on
has
the drone, so-
stalled.
Still take the fight.
Bullets exchanged, but no damage done. And
Oh,
he
he
safely
almost
retreats back downstairs.
He almost caught him. John almost got him from the window of Maine as he was heading back downstairs. If he does the call out right, then Stinky should know he's gone downstairs and doesn't have to worry about where he is hiding.
Forward drone going into sight. Stank push down blue quickly. Gonna take a gunfight here with Duck. Not exactly a good weapon for this sort of ranged combat.
I do not like to pick this fight with this gun.
Smoke grenade is gonna stall Stanky though. This attack has absolutely had the brakes put on it. John cleans up Day of Fire, but Duck slaps the crap out of Stank.
Man, oh, is John gonna go down to the smoke?
John goes to the corner. He's gonna die to the C4.
Oh, Respawn killed himself.
Respawn got himself with his own C4. Probably got John with it as
what a weird
Goose killed. No, Goose didn't kill him. John killed.
John killed Goose, but Respawn
John
killed himself.
Duck, and Respawn killed himself.
Oh
Wow.
my god!
What a turn of events to force overtime.
That was a weird stick though. Like the C4 caught on the backside of the chassis of the bomb. That was a weird.
Wow.
That was
You
a
just
wild
can't-
end of a round.
You can't make it up, folks.
You can't. You can't script this.
Oh, we do need to get a quick poll going.
Yeah.
Who
Throw it
do
up.
we want?
Who are we taking here?
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Go upstairs.
Let us know in the chat. We need to know who we're wanting to have our post-game interview with.
Bomb located by
We need
attackers.
to know one from the Juggernauts and one from the Revenants because we don't know how this game is going to end up.
This is for all the marbles, for the series, and for that point.
Looks like the Revenants have decided to go back upstairs, abandoning the downstairs that has been unkind to them the past couple of times. Which I
10
think is
seconds to go.
pretty intelligent.
5 seconds to go. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Kill of the season on the same map. Reading from the comics.
It's cursed.
It's cursed. This map's cursed, and it's C4s.
Mira, Fenrir, and Legion. Very solid defensive lineup. Going up against a Montang, Ace, and Twitch. Currently quite divided. Looks like the Montang's going to work his way over to the Ace from the roof. Maybe go into piano window and be a bully over there.
Reloading.
Completely divided attack from the Juggernauts. Respawn trying to sneak his drone in through a window. Does succeed. Can clear out some utility here.
Attackers bomb diffuser has been
What a
dropped.
pickup from John.
Huge
Attackers
opening
recovered the
kill.
bomb diffuser.
Was able to open up sight a little bit, but not enough to... They're going to have to vault through that hole. They can't walk in.
Completely, like Montang's strength is with numbers, and losing his second, it brings down his utility a whole lot.
And his ability to walk in. We do have respawn at tray window, commando window over here. Goose is aware of it. Duck cleans up the mirror placements, make sure there's no one-way interactions here. And Duck is stuck in limbo. He can't hop in. He's got a man watching him.
Running out of time.
They are running out of time fast. Looks like they're going to try to regroup around the Montang. Steve opening commando window just for a distraction potentially here. Does appear to be lost, as Montang is in a holding pattern waiting for his team.
would have liked Montaigne to go ahead and just open up that door, just so that
Yes.
while he's waiting.
Looks like he does not want to push that way. They're possibly afraid of C4s from below, maybe. I don't know. But they don't have time for this. They have to start taking ground now. Does look like Montaigne's going to push the door. John from work and Mr. Alex Q, Mr. Duck are well aware of it. John cleaning up respawn. He's going to hop out the window here, maybe. Depends on how greedy he is. Looks like Montagne is ready for a fight, but
Back to the window, though. Now back to the window.
Just doing his best to take a gunfight. John cleans it up with the ace to finish it off and clutch the game for his team.
Seeing John Marcus, who they interviewed.
He has the most votes by far.
By far. 100% the most votes. What a game.
What a game.
Not disappointed at all.
See if we can drag ourselves. John coming up huge in that round with the ace to close the map out and the series. Well done, sir.
Appreciate that.
How did you guys overcome the mid-round blues? That border game did not go well.
Yeah, we all knew that on our team anyway that border was going to be rough, so we just kind of chalked that one up as a loss and tried to play our two picks the best we could.
Gotcha.
How do you feel to be back in action? First series back and have a banger like that with two very close games against a very competitive team. How did it feel?
Feels great. Feel like I lived up to my draft pick and I made my captain very happy. So we're
I'm sure
we're very happy over
very
here.
happy.
Yes, sir.
Well, congrats on the win, and I appreciate you hopping in and having a chat with us.
Appreciate you guys.
All right.
Thank you all for watching.
Without any further ado, that's wraps on game 2. I guess I have one question for you. How are you feeling with your week 1 bye for your team?
You know, it's been interesting. We've got a slight edge. We can evaluate the competition, see how everyone's playing. So I think we should start strong and really hopeful for the season.
Nice. All right. Well, we'll sign off until next time. Keep on frogging.